At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Lyney's perspective.
Got the little anime zoom.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Whoa, okay, that's not right. That's not supposed to happen. Oh yeah, rest in peace. He's yeah. Sorry. Cow? Oh, wow. He only was there for 20 minutes. Oh, well, rest in peace.
The impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been...
Where did you get this?
Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self.
Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Somebody just died in front of you. I mean, just... Oh, alright. Owl was one of the disappearing guys. I really do think that the, yeah, it was the guy that was killed. He was the murderer. He was the one orchestrating all this.
None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person, but the only people left to consider...
It's Cowl. It's Cowl, 100%. Wow, Paimon, you're greedy. I see that 3 on the plate. That plate's empty. 2 here. That's gone too. And Navi's not eating any. That's weird. And then your boy, yours truly, has only ate 1. Okay.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3. Honest. Paimon knows that if she ate too many...
It's fine. Everybody knows that.
You don't believe Paimon? How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach.
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
She's very strong in her language. Whoa, okay, cinematic. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're with Arlecchino.
Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute.
Man, the transitions are smooth. They never did this in Sumer. Oh yeah, it's over for Lyney. It's wraps for Lyney.
Let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
Alright, bitch, stop cackling. Sure, we'll trust him.
Your lead however you choose.
Well, the illusion of choice. We have no option. Maybe it was Arlecchino orchestrating the whole I mean, Arlecchino, I don't think Arlecchino cares. Arlecchino ain't taking women, she's taking children.
What do you mean by that?
Maybe she's lesbian, I don't know. No, even if. Why would she need that?
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue.
little rising Furina. So goofy. Look at that, she got a little smug smile on her face.
At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Lyney's perspective.
Oh, shit. That.
Stuffing him into that box.
Man, very aggressive stuff.
That's the truth behind what happened.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Furina?
Yes, this is ridiculous. Ace Detective Paimon.
Lyney did indeed go into the tunnel, but he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
She's gonna be flabbergasted.
You believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right.
My reasoning?
Look at that, she's flustered all of a sudden, her eyes wide open.
That's the case. Then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill?
Lyney.
Oh, well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that.
Oh, cinematic bars again.
Do you have to back your claims? Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? You're saying that he wasn't?
Used to disprove his alibi.
Oh man.
How do you like that?
Well played.
Now she's flustered.
Well then, if it wasn't Lyney who committed the crimes, then who was it?
The murderer was... We predict these things. It's Cal. We know it. We already know it's Cal. It's Cal. It's Cal. 100%. Yeah. Okay, it's Cal. Yeah, we knew it. We knew it. We predict these... I predict these things. I'm so fucking smart. I'm so...
How interesting! Let's hear your reasoning then.
You know, her voice actor did a great job.
Oh, just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment.
Look at her face. Man, another screenshot.
The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine.
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but
If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Yeah, so Cal was first, right here. Right? And the next would be the water. And then the next would be... No, Lynette didn't have anything to do with it. Something with else with the inner layer. That's it. That's correct. Come on, you boy.
Oh,
Come on, get...
Ahem. It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again! In the original plan, Cowl would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowl would enter the...
Damn, Paimon, you're smart.
But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
huh. That does make sense.
Oh yeah, now she's shook.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note,
We found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Lyney's personal effects.
What?
That can't be. Does this not, my dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close?
Oh, alright, bet.
Lyney did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Lyney desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowl out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization. Am I right, Mr. Lyney?
Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move.
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning. I believe this is indeed the finale.
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Lyney.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but
Come on now, don't be silly. And voila.
Oh, good as new.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Really? Really? It was hot? Really? Wow. Dang. No, that must not be, that's.
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt. I heard that Lyney's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there, but I was noticed.
Oh, she was the thief from the beginning.
And I barely.
Oh.
Lyney was the one who caught me in the act.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was onto me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there? The scene needed time to take effect. He tried to force Lillian back into the two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Boom. Nice and even. Ah, man, this is gonna be a long time though. I think we're done. Are we done? Oh, please tell me we're done.
What? Are you reading my mind now?
Oh yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on!
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowl, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowl thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowl entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Lyney, the accused, is in fact innocent.
Hooray, Lyney and Lynette! Amazing!
While there is much in Lyney and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case at least can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
Whoa. Okay.
How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Lyney's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know.
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Lyney, but you, yes?
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
What's Coupon Town?
I was just following orders.
So are the Nazis.
We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Lyney, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know.
Oh, okay, so the Fatui's gonna come in Fontaine now. Alright.
It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about.
Oh. Damn. Jeez. He turned... Oh. And he's gone.
Please submit to inspection immediately.
Man, they're doing great. This is only the first act. I'm excited. Hey, we did it. Act 1. Oh, what do we unlock? Oh,